and then we'll write the programs. Already we completed the drop-down code. We have completed the, so till drop-down only we completed, right? I think still GetElement methods we completed, not yet.
No, Ramesh. We did it get text only.
Okay, so get text only we complete, but we'll cover that get text, all the getter methods, and we'll see that. Okay. So now let's understand what is meant by fluent wait. Yesterday we understood the WebDriver wait. So WebDriver wait is for particular condition to be satisfied. All the condition is, so every event in the web page is one condition. Every event in the web page is one condition, like waiting for the page title, waiting for the particular element, waiting for the invisibility of element, waiting for the visibility of element, waiting for the frame to be available and switch to it, waiting for the element to be clickable, and all these are the events. So those events you want to wait. Explicitly you want to tell WebDriver, hey WebDriver, wait for this condition to be satisfied. Then you are going to use WebDriver wait object reference dot until parenthesis inside expected conditions dot the condition method. So all this expected conditions has a static methods. You are calling class name dot static method. This is what I was telling even for the first batch, and even for you also from the beginning I was telling, right? The methods is the crucial. So that is what we are doing. Now let's understand what is fluent wait. What this fluent wait is doing. So fluent wait is implementing the wait interface. Fluent wait is implementing the wait interface. So it's basically you want to poll for particular element, or you want to configure, okay, every 2 seconds go and check for that element, or every 1 second go and check for that, every 5 seconds go and check for that. So you want to poll for particular element. You want to tell particular element is going to timed out in this seconds after. So you want to say timeout, polling every, and also you want to ignore the some exceptions, and you want to tell maximum amount of time you want to wait. All these things you can specify with the fluent wait class. So fluent wait is the parent class of WebDriver wait. So now fluent wait class is implementing the wait interface methods. So wait interface methods are implemented in the fluent wait class. So fluent wait is the super class and WebDriver wait is the child class. So WebDriver wait is the child class. So whatever the browser that is going to implement the WebDriver must implement this wait interface also. And so each method that is declared in the fluent wait class, that is implemented in the fluent wait class, can be used by WebDriver wait also. This is a child class, right? You can use that. So that means here you are following multi-level inheritance. You can see that. Wait interface present in this package, fluent wait and WebDriver wait implements the wait interface. So until method is a WebDriver wait is an abstract method. So which is present in the wait interface, which is implemented in the WebDriver wait class. And so if you see here, fluent wait class implements wait interface and WebDriver wait class extends fluent wait class. So this is a multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. I have shown you multi-level inheritance example also in the explanation of WebDriver implementation, right? So WebDriver 4, Selenium 4 implementation. I have shown you very clearly. So where we have seen multi-level inheritance in the WebDriver 4 implementation. Do you remember?
Yeah.
What is that?
WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver.
That's not multi-level inheritance, right?
So remote driver extends to Chrome driver.
Chromium driver extends to remote web driver.
No, Edge. I think Edge driver
Edge
extends
driver
to
and Chrome
Edge driver.
and Chrome.
extends to
Chrome driver
Chrome driver, Chromium driver.
Edge driver extends to
Chromium drivers.
Chromium driver. Okay.
Chromium driver extends to remote web driver.
Remote web driver. So that is the
Multi-level.
Inheritance we have seen.
Okay. So now if you want to use a fluent weight, you create object for a fluent weight. Fluent weight. So we have W equal to new fluent weight. Fluent weight dot with timeout. This one, but Selenium 4 changes this one. So these two methods with the timeout and polling every, these two methods in Selenium 3 has a 2 arguments. So we have seen already implicit weight also, right? Same way in Selenium 4 for with timeout and polling every methods, what they did is they made only one parameter, that is duration dot of seconds. So this is the Selenium 3 change, and Selenium 4 what they did in the polling every only one parameter, duration dot of seconds 30. That's it. That's a new change in the Selenium 4. So before Selenium 4, this is the change. So 2 parameters, 2 parameters. In Selenium 4, what is the change for polling every and with timeout? So they changed it as a 1 argument. Instead of 2 arguments, they made it as a 1 argument. Is this clear? What are the 2 fluent weight class methods they changed in the Selenium 4? No answer,
The
right?
time unit.
With
The
the
two
timeout
and
parameters
polling
was
every.
changed to one
Polling
With
parameter.
the timeout, polling
Polling
every
every.
method. So what is the change in the Selenium 3 and Selenium 4?
In Selenium 3, there are 2 parameters. In Selenium 4, only one
Only
parameter.
one
One parameter. They consist into
That's
one
what you have
parameter.
to explain. That's what you have to explain. Okay. So duration dot of seconds they added as a 1 argument for the with timeout and for polling every also. So then ignoring method is there. So no such element exception or any exception you want to ignore, you can use ignoring method. So you want to print a custom message, so you can use it with the message. So these are the all fluent weight class methods. What is that? With timeout, polling every, ignoring with message. These are the 4 methods in fluent weight class they implemented. So what is the difference between implicit and explicit weights? This is a very important interview question, this one also. So implicit weight applies to all elements in a test script. So applies to all elements in a test script. So that's what I told, right? One time we will declare and it will be applicable for a whole program. And explicit weight is applies to specific condition. And implicit weight, no need to specify expected conditions on the element to be located. But in the explicit weight, you must specify the expected conditions. So implicit weight is most effective when used in a test case in which the elements are located within the time frame specified in the implicit weight. But in the explicit weight, if you want to wait for particular event to be occurred, only for that event, the time you should apply, then you can use explicit weight. Okay, so you tell that visibility of element located, presence of element located, element to be clickable, frame to be available, and switch to it, alert is present or not. All these events or conditions, if I want to check, I will use explicit weight. So that's all about difference between implicit weight and explicit weight. So let's go and so theory part is over. Theory part is over. But I'll show you a few more code. Okay. So that is how to scroll the pages and how to take the screenshots. So to scroll the pages, we're going to use JavaScript executor interface. So if you see here, JavaScript executor interface, JavaScript executor is an interface. So this interface inside you have a methods declared, execute async script, execute script method is there. Execute script method inside you have a first parameter is a script and second one is object arguments. Execute script method. So execute script method. So this execute script, why you need to use a JavaScript executor? First of all, what is the purpose of it? Read this. So indicates that a driver can execute JavaScript code in the Java Selenium. So why do you need to use a JavaScript executor? To execute the JavaScript code in Java Selenium, you will use JavaScript executor interface. So JavaScript executor interface inside you have a execute script method. That method will execute whatever the JavaScript code you supply. That is the purpose of this JavaScript executor. So I want to scroll. Scroller you have at the window level, right? Window level you have a scrollers, not element level. So window level you want to scroll down and scroll up, and you want to scroll for particular element. All this can be achieved with this. See that for a scroll down, first you have to create an object for the any class. So WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver or a new Chrome driver or a new Edge driver, new Safari driver, whatever it is, which class you are so taking or which browser you want to run. For that class, you create object and assign to WebDriver interface type variable you assign. Then, so create a variable for a JavaScript executor interface, JavaScript executor, JSX equal to driver. So this driver is of type WebDriver interface and JSX is of type JavaScript executor. So you will get a typecasting here, type mismatch error. How you can overcome that type mismatch error? So by typecasting. So because this is the WebDriver type and this one is JavaScript executor. Now you need to convert this driver into JavaScript executor. That's why we are doing a typecasting. So JSX dot for scroll down, JSX dot execute script. So within double quotes, you write window dot scroll by horizontal pixel and vertical pixel you give. So this is the first argument, string type. So can you see here? First argument, what is the data type of first script data type? String.
String.
That's why I put in the double quotes. This is the JavaScript code. Window dot scroll by method is a JavaScript code. That means it is scrolling this window. That's why window dot scroll by. Horizontal, we are not scrolling. That's why you always give 0 here. And vertical, this is the pixels, number of pixels you give here. Or 1000 pixels or 2000 pixels, you give how much you want to scroll. Then this is the empty second argument. I am not giving anything. That's optional argument. See that? Object data type dot args. This means optional arguments. I already told data type, 3 dots, and parameter name is optional arguments. So if you want to scroll up, you scroll down, then you scroll up. JSX dot execute script of window dot scroll by horizontal minus vertical down. Minus vertical. So that means you scroll up. So this is how to scroll down, how to scroll up. So how can you scroll for a particular element to be visible? right? Until the element is visible, you want to scroll. Maybe that element is in the bottom side, you want to scroll for that. How can you scroll? So this is the one. So JSX dot execute script of arguments of 0 dot scroll into view true and element name you do. So which element you want to scroll? This is the fixed code. This is the JavaScript code. So what is the JavaScript code? Arguments of 0 means the first argument. Scroll into view true. Scroll into this element until this element is visible in this web page. Scroll for this element. That will keep scrolling. So that is the how to scroll for particular element. This entire line of code you have to tell. You have to remember there is no option in the interviews. First you have to tell execute script of arguments of 0 dot scroll into view of true and pass the element name, which element you are looking for a scroller. So that is the one. So even you can scroll for the entire page using keys enum also. There is a keys enum. So driver dot find element by dot tag name body tag. Body tag means what is that? Did you understand what is body tag? Do you know body tag? HTML head body tag. So body tag will represent the entire page. So if you give body tag, that will scroll, but that's the entire, I'm representing the entire page. I'm identifying that entire page dot send keys dot down key. So keys is an enum. That enum has all the keyboard constants. So this is the enum. So enum means it is going to have all constants. These are the all the keyboard, arrow down, arrow left. These are all keys, the key names. So the key names will be available here. Now you have a down key. Same, you have a up key. So you have up key, all the numbers 0 to 9 numbers. If you want to press any numbers, you need to call this keys dot the enum name dot this constant you have to call. So that's what I did. Keys dot enum name dot constant. So any keyboard constant, any keyboard key, if you want to send to your web page, so you call the send keys method. Send keys method inside what you need to call? Keys dot key name. You want to send a shift key, or you want to send a control key, you want to send a caps lock key, you want to send a tab key, you want to send any key. So or enter key, whatever the key. So you will send like this. If you want to scroll up, driver dot find element by dot tag name body dot send keys of keys dot up. Up means it will scroll up. That's the how to scroll for particular element or entire page, how to scroll with the keys enum, how to scroll with the JavaScript executor, JavaScript code. Are we good? Are any questions? More practice here. You write the more code, okay? Then you can remember easily. And I'm going to show you that code, okay? So next, how to take the screenshots. So to take the screenshots, we have a takes a screenshot interface is there. What is that? Takes a screenshot. Takes a screenshot interface is there. So interface takes screenshot, takes a screenshot interface. So which is going to take the screenshot of entire page or particular element. So this interface inside you have a method. What is the method? Get screenshot as output type. So what is output type again? Another interface. How can you call one interface constant in another place? How can you call interface constants?
Interface
Children.
name dot constant.
Constant.
So that's what. So this interface has these are the constants. Base 64 bytes file. And how I am calling? I need to pass as an argument. This is the output type is the data type, right? Interface. Interface is a data type and the parameter. That parameter I am passing here. See that. File screenshot file equal to takes a screenshot of driver dot get screenshot as output type file. That means it is going to take the screenshot of this driver browser and store in this file type. This is the line how to take the screenshot. You have to tell this line. So file source file equal to takes a screenshot of driver dot get a screenshot as output type dot file. Okay, so that same thing I have written in reusable methods here. Just reusable methods. I made the dynamic methods. So overloading I have used here, overloading methods. So first one, this method takes the entire browser screenshot. For that I am passing for this method an argument screenshot name. What is your screenshot name? So then I'm writing a code, same code that I have shown you here also same. File source file equal to takes a screenshot of driver dot get a screenshot as output type dot file. So output type dot file. So you take the output type dot file. So it will get the screenshot. And now I am generating the dynamic screenshot. So dynamic screenshot means what? So you are generating the screenshot which is dynamic. How many times you run? Every time it should be new. It should not be a duplicate. So how can you generate that? By time and date, right? That's only dynamic. Otherwise, name you are giving a constant every time. But the date and time will be always varies, right? Every second it will vary. So that's I'm creating object for a date class, object date d equal to new date, and I'm adding screenshot name equal to screen name plus hyphen. I'm converting this object into string format, string dot replace method, colon I am replacing with hyphen, space I am replacing with hyphen, dot jpg. Copy the file name under project directory. Copy the file name under project directory. File utils dot copy file. So I'm copying. So this source I'm copying to my destination here in this location. Where? See that? Copy file source. Okay, this source I'm copying to this location. Where system.get property user.dir. What it will give you? What is the output you will get? System.get property user.dir.
Path of the current directory.
Path of the current working directory. Okay, where you are working on that project directory it will give. From there, then I'm appending to source. In the source inside, screenshots folder I am creating. The folder inside, this file I am placing. Clear? So, but we covered this, right, in the Java, this part.
Yes, sir.
I don't think so, Ramesh. I think
So properties file time I covered, right? How to get the project path.
Yeah, that you covered. Yes.
Yeah, these are the things important. You have to remember them. So these are dynamic, right? Dynamic value, you will get it. Or you don't need to hard code your project path. Whatever the project path is, and you write this code, and it will give you. And then that path plus source folder. Anywhere is the source folder, right? This, for example, this is my project path, or this is my project path. I will get whatever the name it is. I don't mind. And then that system.get property user.dir will give this path. Then plus source inside I'm creating a screenshots inside I'm storing my file. So this is the how to take screenshot dynamically per particular page. So you can take the screenshot of an element also, particular element screenshot. So that's another method I have created, private static void.
Why are
Capture the
you using two replace, like one for the date and another for the time? Like,
this is the space is there. The space also I'm putting all I'm joining with the hyphen. Okay, so hyphens. So if you put, let's execute this so that you will get better idea. Yeah, here itself we can execute, right? So how it is, you see that. Import the date with the java.util. So execute this. See how you are getting the date. Tuesday space, March space, 07 space, 19:01:33 space, MST space. So only we have a two delimiters, right? One is a space, another one is a
colon. Yeah.
colon. What I'm doing, I'm making all unique with hyphen.
Okay.
I'm replacing with a space with hyphen. I'm replacing with a colon with a hyphen. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's all. Replace only can this will be first we converted that into string dot replace method. This is the string. I'm converting this entire thing is a string. This entire thing I'm getting into string.
Yeah.
String dot replace.
Okay.
What you need to replace? The space you replace with hyphen. The colon you replace with hyphen. So both at a time you cannot replace, right? One by one you have to replace. First colon you replace, then spaces you replace. That's what the replace methods and string methods you're using. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to first scenario. So these are the two things, and I'll explain one. Cookies, and then we'll move on. Okay. So open cart, I will take open cart. Cookies, I'll copy this. So cookie test. Okay. I'll just do the cookie test first. Let me explain the cookie test. Paste it. So what is cookie? So what is cookie? I mean, if you know what is cookie.
Stores are
What
Stores
cookie
the
will do?
history and whatever we view in the web page.
So now I'm adding add implicit weight. Add implicit weight. What is the implicit weight? Driver dot. So main is method dot. Timeout dot.
dot
Implicit
implicit
weight of
duration not half second.
dot of seconds. I'm giving 10 seconds. That's it. Even I'll create object for WebDriver weight, explicit weight. WebDriver weight. So weight equal to new
WebDriver weight.
WebDriver
Driver
weight.
comma login.
So
the common duration of seconds.
So two parameters. duration dot
Duration
dot
dot
of
of
seconds or milliseconds.
seconds.
okay, that's it. So now how to use this is it's all up to you how to use this. So I can use here wait dot until expected conditions. Title contains or title is. I am waiting for the page title. How can you get this page title? So go to your browser. So this is my home page. This is my home page. What is my title? How can I get my page title?
We have to inspect
So go to your source code. In the
Head
source code,
portion.
head
tab
push
inside, you have a
title,
title.
your store.
Copy this. Copy this and so you can paste it. So what this line is doing? So anybody having doubt? So you are saying, okay, you open the URL. Then I'm saying, wait until this title appears. Then it will wait. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Now, so I want to create a cookies. So cookie means mainly used for remembering your history, basically your URLs, so your passwords. So who is going to remember them? The cookies. So cookies has key value format. So cookie has a name and value. So cookie has a expiry date, cookie has a domain, cookie has a path. So these are the cookie properties. Every cookie has its these properties. Every cookie has these properties. So these properties you can find it out. So what are these properties? So let's see that how you can get all these cookies properties. So this let me explain here. So first there is a cookie class in the Selenium. Okay, so cookie class in the Selenium. See, this is the cookie class. So this cookie class has a lot of constructors. So these are the constructor overloading, we call this, right? A constructor with the two arguments. A constructor with, see, cookie name, cookie value. You can create a cookie for a default path with the given name and value with no expiry date. So a cookie, we can create a cookie with the name, value, and path. So you can create a cookie with the name, value, domain, path, and expiry date. So with this, you can create any cookie. So these are the multiple constructors they created. So that's what I'm giving now. I'm going to add a cookie first. So first create object for cookie class. So what is this? Is this correct? Import first. Org.openkey.selenium. But what is the problem here?
We have to add arguments.
So see that we don't have a default constructor. We have only parameters.
Parameter constructor.
So you have to give parameters. So I'm giving a first parameter string. See that? First parameter, what is the first parameter data type? String.
String.
What is the second parameter data type? String.
String.
So I have to give a string. It's the cookie value. So how to add this cookie to browser? Add the cookie to the browser. Add the cookie to the browser. How to add? driver dot. So manage method dot. See, you can see here, add cookie, delete all cookies, delete cookie named, get cookies, get cookie named. So whatever you want, so they have added already. Okay, so add cookie. So I'm adding that cookie. CKOBJ, I'm adding. Now my cookie went and added to this browser. If you go to that browser, you can see this cookie also, along with other cookies. Okay. Now how to fetch all the cookies? So all the cookies in the browser is there, right? So fetch all those cookies. How can you fetch? What is the method you need to use? Get
Yes.
cookies method. So get cookies method, which returns. So what is the return type? Set angular
Cookie.
bracket
Cookie.
cookie. Set collection it returns. So write this. Set CK collection equal to, so driver dot manage method dot get cookies. You can see that. So all the cookies will come and store here. Now you want to know how many cookies are there. So CK
dot collection dot size method.
size method. That's it. So you want to know each cookie name, value, all these things, you can use a for each loop. For, so what is the data type of your collection? Cookie data.
Okay.
So CK : CK collection name. So if you want a cookie name, so you can just simply say that string C name equal to CK dot get name method. You call the get name method. If you want string CK val equal to CK dot get value. If you want path, CK path equal to CK dot get path. So string CK domain equal to CK dot get domain. If you want a date, you can put a date also. So date D equal to CK dot get expiry. If you want, you can print all of them. So java dot util package. So I can print a name plus CK name cookie value domain. You can just put CK domain plus cookie path plus CK path and expiry date. You can print expiry date. The expiry date is so D dot toString. I'm converting into string format to print that. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is the all, and then so if you want to delete one cookie, delete one cookie So driver dot manage method dot delete cookie named. So you can give the delete cookie name. So I'm giving. So my cookie I will give, my test cookie I will give. So test cookie, right? Okay. Just this is the cookie name. Both will be deleted from this. If you want again, fetch this. So after deleting, how many cookies are there? So that one cookies after delete. After delete one cookie. So next, and now delete all the cookies. This is called clear cache. How can you do clear cache in the Selenium WebDriver? What is the code? Driver dot. So manage method dot delete
all cookies.
Delete all cookies. This is the cache clearing things. Now you see after deleting, you get all of them. Fetch all the values. So after deleting all the cookies, how many should be there?
0, sir.
0.
0. It should be 0, right? It should not be more than. So what previously delete all cookies means everything it should be cleared. Delete all. That's it. So Control A, Control Shift, format. The code will format properly. That's a shortcut. So run as JavaScript. So I have added the implicit weight, explicit weight, and also we are covering the cookies, how to work with cookies, how to delete cookies, how to add cookies to the browser. We have seen now. Okay, that's it. So I'll show you another program quickly. Already I have written previous weekend batch. The get element methods, I'll show you the demo. So that with that will be good. Tomorrow we are going to cover all the links examples, how to find broken links, how to work with particular section links. So those things we'll cover them. So with that, we are progressing good. And then scrolling also I'll explain. Okay. So why this is still, it's failed. Null pointer exception, 69 line. Pointer. Yes, I will do. That's it. We don't need to struggle for that. See that? You got all right. So if you want to separate, what you can do, every cookie you can do some differentiation. That's it. So that it properly will get it nicely. So one set you will get. Every set has this name, value, domain, path, expiry date. That's a common for every cookie. So now we can see. First, let's go to the total. The current page title. This is fine. Total, how many are there? 6 cookies. So first cookie name, default cookie, default value this one. So that domain is this one, and path is this one. Expiry is null. So name test cookie. See, this is our cookie we added and our cookie value. So this is the domain and path and no expiry at all. So like this, you can find out all of them. And let's see here. See that one cookie you deleted. The number of cookies 5. Right? Exactly. and number of cookies after delete all 0. So this is how you can calculate that. So let me quickly pick up one thing. We have very less time. Let me cover get element methods and Boolean methods demo. So get element methods and Boolean methods is nothing but, what are the get element methods?
Get text,
Get-
get attribute,
Get text, get
CSS
attribute.
value, get tag name.
So
Boolean
the
methods.
position you can get, height and width you can get, tag name you can get. And what are the Boolean methods?
Is
Is
selected.
enabled.
Display
Is
is enabled.
So when you can use is displayed, when you can use is selected, when you can use is enabled.
Is displayed is the page is
radio buttons
our
are selected or
is
not.
currently page.
So let's go on now. First, I'm going for the registration page. So I open the Edge browser. So maximize the window and add implicit weight. So the implicit weight we can add after opening the URL. Okay. So even you can add on the top also, no issues. So then WebDriver weight. So you see I have used E of millis. Okay. So wait for the page title. So wait dot until expected conditions. The title is your store. That's okay. This is all. Then click on my account menu. What is the my account menu here? This is the one. Then I have to wait for the visibility of this register. Right? Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Why I need to wait? Because this is the
It
hidden
has
now. See, this is the hidden. It is when you clicked on this, then WebDriver has to look for this register. That's why I need to call wait for the visibility of register link or this element address. How you will write it's up to you. So you will use XPath or whatever it's up to you. So my account also use whatever XPath you want. So that's why I use the XPath here. So driver dot find element by dot XPath. We have used the XPath. I'm clicking on that. Then wait for the visibility of register link under my account menu. See that this is the very, very important you need to catch here. See action after I'm waiting. So how I'm using this explicit wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by XPath. I'm giving the XPath for this register one. Clear? Any questions here?
That means the visibility of element located method is used only for hidden elements.
Not hidden elements. This is not hidden, right? It's when you open that, it is appearing. So when you do some action, you did some action after only it is visible. So that visible time, the click after it will take some time to appear, and WebDriver doesn't wait that time also. Then you are explicitly telling wait until visibility of this element you are saying. That's a visibility of elements means.
Ramesh, previously, we are not using this wait methods, right? So even then it is clicking that register link, right? So what is
real time you must use this.
okay?
So Selenium automatically doesn't wait. Then you will see more failures.
Okay, instead of okay, so avoiding the errors, we are using this wait method, because before seeing this wait method, we didn't use this wait command.
Right.
Okay.
So you have to use this wait commands every action after. Every click action after must use this, because it is doing action means clicking means some action will happen. The state will change, right? The state will change means So you have to wait for that particular element or particular page, whatever it is. Then you are clicking on the register link. See, after waiting the register link, then only I'm clicking. If it is visible, then otherwise it will fail here only. You don't need to scroll. Again, look for this, why it is not done all these things, right? So
Okay.
this wait itself will fail there if it is not visible. So that you're putting very strong, verification here. Anything like that, right? So suppose you want to book a flight tickets, madam. Whether it is there or not, first you will see, or directly will go and book it. Which is a good one.
I will check for whether it is available.
So that is the same here also. First you are checking, then do the action.
Okay.
So that is the mandatory here for Selenium. Selenium, you are telling, okay, wait for this element. Wait for the visibility of, visibility is one event. Visibility means appearing for that. It was hidden before in the menu. Now you opened a menu. In the menu, now it is visible. So that is what. And then I'm clicking on that register link. Then, so when you click on register link, what will happen? See now before, what is the title? What was the title before?
Your store.
Your store. Now what is the title now?
Register
Register
account.
account.
Register account. That means page is changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then how do
Yes.
you know this page is loaded? How do you know this page is loaded? How can you tell that this page is loaded? Registration account page is loaded. How can you?
Because of the title.
Either this title or some element. Either
Okay.
this element or this page title. So I'm writing both of them for you. Any one you use. Okay. So I'm waiting for the page title. So wait dot, same wait object I'm using, wait dot until expected conditions dot title contains. Here I used the title is. Both methods I'm using, most of the methods I'm using, because you will, any one you can use. If you want to verify the title, either you can use a title is or title contains. Then what is the difference between title is and title contains, sir?
Title is
contains
the
the
exact
partial.
title, and then like title contains
partial.
any partial value.
Okay. So title is it is going to give exact title. It is going to look for whatever the title you have given here. Same title is there or not in that page. If you give partial title, and it will look for the partial title only. That's the difference between title contains and title is. And then I am waiting for the register account heading. What is that? This heading. I'm looking for this heading. So that's what I have written here. So wait dot until expected conditions, presence of element located on this location. So I'm looking for this, waiting for the register heading, register account heading on this location. Presence, any element you want to wait for the element. What is the method you need to call? Presence of element located. Any element you want to wait for the visibility. What is the method you have to use?
Visibility of
Presence of
element
visibility.
located.
Visibility of element
Visibility of
located.
element located, sir.
So any page title, if you want to verify, what is the condition you have to write? Wait dot until expected condition title contains or title is. So you have to remember this entire line, but not required to remember, right? Wait dot until method. Until method, what you need to pass? Your condition. What condition? First, you should know that condition, right? If you don't know condition, you cannot add here. Next, get the header text. So driver dot find element by dot CSS selector dot get text. So what I'm doing? How can you fetch the text of any element using
Get text method, sir.
get text method? So get text method. How can you get this text?
First, we can identify that element. After that, using that object reference dot get text methods.
Object reference, sir. What object reference, sir?
So element name dot get text methods.
Element name dot get text.
Yes.
Element name. You have to talk very clearly. Elements. These are all web elements in the web page. You should be very clearly tell everything in the web page is a web elements or web objects. So this web element dot get text. That's what I did. Now get text method demo is done. Now to fetch the login page link URL. How can you fetch this login page link URL? Where the login page, how can you fetch the link URL? Where link URL will be there? First, you should know that. Where the link URL will be there?
Yeah.
Hmm?
The header.
The ATAG.
Yeah, the
Href.
href.
Href attributes.
Yeah,
href.
href.
A just tells you, madam, it's a link.
ATAG. And href attribute.
Always the value will be in the any attribute. Now, links are going to have href attribute. You're not reading my notes. That's the problem. Yesterday only we discussed it, right? Any attribute value, if you want, I give an example also.
Yes, sir.
Without reading those methods, it's not possible to code here. So please read those methods. See, first I'm identifying web element, login page link equal to driver dot find element by dot link text login page. See, I have used the CSS selector. I have used XPath. I have used link text locator. All the locators I'm trying to use here. So first I identified my login page link. Now I need to fetch the URL, right? So string URL equal to this element dot get attribute of href. Get attribute of href. So what it will do? For this element, it is going to fetch the href value. See that? What is the href value? This is the href and this is the value. This value it is going to fetch for you. Clear? And I'm printing that. Next, fetch the login page link color, text decoration, font family, font size. How can you fetch the color? See that? What is the how can you fetch this style values, style property values? What is the method you have to use?
Get
CSS value.
Get CSS value method. So string and this login page link color equal to the element dot get CSS value of color. Fetch the login page link color. So color we are already got it. So text decoration, whether it is underlined or not. If you want to fetch underlined or not, you will use that. So text decoration, you can see here. Can you see here? Property name is text decoration. Value is, what is the value? This value you should get. None. So string this underlined or not element dot get CSS value of text decoration. So it will print. So then fetch the font family. So font family, you fetch it. So what is the font family? So how can you fetch font family? Again, same string font family element dot get CSS value of font family. The same font size, get CSS value of font size. Next, background color. So get CSS value of background color. You can see all of them here. See, font family, font weight, font size, background color also you can find here somewhere. So it is there here. See background color. Transparent. Okay, so that's all. Any CSS property, if you want to get, what is the method you have to use? Get CSS value. Any attribute value, if you want to fetch, what is the method you have to use?
Get attribute of
Get attribute
value.
value.
Attribute of attribute name.
Attribute value.
Next, get the location of login page link. Int x coordinate equal to login page link dot get rect dot get x method. So int y coordinate equal to login page element dot get rect dot get y method. So this will give you x coordinate and y coordinate. Then the coordinates you print it. If you want to fetch the height, element dot get rect dot get height.
Get height.
So element dot get rect dot get width. So if you want to fetch the element tag name, so element dot get tag name. So you will get the tag. So then Boolean commands. I'm using Boolean commands here. So whether this is selected or not.
No
This
need
will
of get dimension method. We can directly do.
Not required. Directly can call.
Okay.
So now, even you can call get dimension also. Let's see what will happen. What the difference I want to see here. With the dimension I want to see here. That's it. Same, right? It's giving same. Okay. Now how to use this? So no radio button is selected or not. I want to check this one. If not selected, I want to select it. So that first identify the no radio button. Web element, no radio button equal to driver dot find element by dot XPath. Okay. Then if no radio button is not displayed and no radio button is not selected. Why I put a negation? My intention is I want to select that. That's why if not displayed and not selected, then what I'm saying, go and click on that. That's it. Else you say already selected the no radio button. Same way this checkbox. So whether this checkbox is checked or not, I want to say now it is checked or unchecked, this one.
Unchecked.
Unchecked. So that status you need to get it. How can you get that? You have to call on this checkbox is selected method. So that's what I'm first identify the checkbox. So driver dot find element by dot CSS selector, I'm using that. If the privacy checkbox is not selected, then what I'm doing, I'm clicking on that. Then it will select, right? It will check. After that, I'm unchecking. If it is selected, then click it. I'm unchecking. This is the unchecking scenario. Already checked, unchecking the checkbox. And this one is checking the checkbox. That's the difference. See the difference, this logics you need to remember. This logics you need to remember. That's very, very important. Okay. And run this program. Observe that. So this is the same it is giving, right? With a get dimension also. Tag name A and URL is this one. Color. So underlined or not, none. Font family, this one. Font size 12 pixels. Background color, this one. y coordinate and x coordinates. So this is all. Okay. So that's all about today's class. So any questions?